welcome back to my channel, Discernment with Shayla. If this reading showed up for you, the universe may have a message for you today. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Time is fluid, and I may pick up on past or present energy. By the time you see this reading, the situation that has already happened to you or could be unfolding in real time. If this resonates with you, please leave a yellow heart in the comment section. This is a collective reading. Let's look into the current energy for the collective. Spirit, what is the current energy for the collective? Led to do a 5-card spread today. At this moment, too many. So for current energy, you're dealing with someone who betrayed you. You have the Ten of Swords that's come out. Gemini energy. You also have the Hermit. Virgo energy, earth sign. So you're dealing with a person who has betrayed you and you are going into hibernation. Staying to yourself. Introspection, as you should. And what is it that you're feeling trapped about? Gemini energy has come out again. And you have the 8 of Swords that has come out. Why do you feel trapped and restricted? Why do you feel that way? Okay, so you have the 3 of Swords that has come out, which is Libra energy. So you feel stuck because of this betrayal. So I feel like I'm reading for someone who is basically, honestly, in a loop. Meaning, you're not coming out of this stuck energy. You're just wallowing. And I don't mean to sound harsh, but you're not taking any action. You're just sitting in this energy of betrayal. Because 10 of Swords is betrayal, but so is 3 of Swords. They're both betrayal. This full spread is, this card has fell on the floor. Let's see what has come out. Page of Pentacles. Being that it fell on the floor and because of the way it's come out, it's not, I'm not really going to accept it, but I'm going to leave it here just in case. No, don't leave it there? Okay. I'm led to put it back, shuffle again. Okay. You feel overloaded and overburdened with responsibility. So the reason why you feel stuck is because this betrayal is due to a relationship. And the relationship that you're in, you rely heavily on that person, I feel, financially. So you feel overburdened because you don't have a security plan in place. You have Sagittarius energy, fire energy that has come out, which means that the Pentacles that I showed you previously that has come out was actually something that I could have accepted. But just for confirmation, I'm going to pull another card. Because I feel intuitively this is over money. This has to do with infidelity, but it has to do with you not feeling like that you can get up and leave the way you want to because you don't have the resources. This is confirmation. 2 of Pentacles has come out in reverse. You're dealing with lack. So that's confirmation. I'm going to pull from another deck because I'm going to ask, what is it that you can do? It wants you to do. Because I want the tarot cards to tell me rather than me to tell you. They give me advice. What does the collective need to do about this situation, Spirit? You have 4 cups in reverse. Spirit wants you to choose happiness and let go. So Spirit wants you to trust the fact that they will provide for you when you leave this connection. Stop worrying about what you don't have. Pray and trust that the resources that you need will be given to you. Rely on the circle that you have. Get out of this hermit energy. Communicate. Open your mouth. Explain to the people that you have around you what you're dealing with. And rely on a network of people in your circle and the resources that they have so that they can get you out of this situation and help you with the resources that you need. I'm not led to feel that this is a situation that you can't get out of because of abuse, physical abuse. I feel like it's strictly because of finances. So Spirit wants you to rely on the village that you have not been communicating with about what's going on, and put your pride to the side and let them know about what you're dealing with, because you have people within your circle that has the resources to be able to help you get the type of assistance that you need. Whether you may need to potentially get some type of social services as far as governmental assistance like food stamps. Maybe you may need to go into a shelter dynamic. See if you can. If there's a family involved here. I don't see in this spread that there's a family at this moment. I just see, I'm reading for a couple that does not have kids. It could be, this is not a full spread. This is just a 5-card spread. But at the moment, that's not what I'm seeing. But if this is not a family situation as far as you're with a partner and you have kids that's involved, then you may not need to go into a shelter. Could be a situation where you can just rely on immediately vacating the premises and moving in with a relative until you're able to find your own apartment. If you don't want to do that, you can rely on the relatives that you know that has the information for you of how you need to go about getting into a shelter so that you can get your food stamps and you can get the assistance that you need with getting shelter as far as housing. Just give me a moment to sit with the cards because I'm trying to see if there's anything in particular that I'm channeling to see if there's something else that Spirit wants me to tell you through the tarot. Is that it? I don't feel that there's anything else that you actually really need to hear because I don't feel like this is related to a family per se. I feel like I'm reading for someone who is in a relationship with someone that they live with, but it's more so just them and their partner. I don't see a family. I don't see any children here. I'm going to pull an oracle message for you. Really just want to say that you need to look at it as from the perspective of this person is being removed from your life. Not so much that from the aspect of lack of why didn't this connection work and why is this person cheating on you. You know, this could be a situation where the reason why you're in this energy is because actually, I don't know what just happened, but I feel led to see if I'm reading for someone that is dealing with a person who asked them to not work with this backstabbing energy. Spirit, is this a person who asked collective to not work before they started cheating on them? Card fell on the floor and it fell sideways, so I'm not going to accept it. Okay. Yes, you got a 9 of Pentacles that popped up upright. So this is a person where you were already established and successful, and this person asked you and told you that they would take care of you. 9 of Pentacles, Virgo energy. So, collective, I don't see any reason as to why you would feel embarrassed other to ask for help for the situation that you're in to get out of it, other than the fact that maybe your own discernment told you that you should continue to work and not accept this person on their offer of staying home and letting them take care of you. So, but you have all of the tools that you need. You know, the energy that you were in the beginning when you first started dating this person with all of this success that you had, you're still that person. You just chose to not live in who you really are. You dimmed your own light. I'm just curious. Is this a marriage? Or it could be a marriage, but I just want confirmation. So no, it's not. But I'm not reading for somebody who's in a marriage. Is it possible that I could be? But the card that came out told me no. It was yes and no energy. So let's move forward with this oracle message for you. Too many. Spirit, what is the message that you have for the collective that's dealing with lack and ending? Confirmation. I'm going to read the message for you verbatim as it's written. I'll provide a brief interpretation after I read the message, but Spirit is telling you to go back to who you are, the person that you innately are, because you dim your light to be with this person. Recovery is the Lilac key, or Lilac key. Pain from our past unlocks the door of understanding. Greta wakes to find painful childhood memories all around her room. In the distance appears a huge wooden door with white light streaming through the keyhole. As Greta tries to gather up her painful memories, they melt and form the great Lilac key. She places the key in the lock and a wave of fear engulfs her. The door opens and the pain and fear recede. Clarity comes. Survival is no longer enough. Inspiration. Once the key has been used to open the door, you will have a new way of living, one without keys. Where you are heading there are no locks. So this is confirmation. Spirit is telling you that you essentially went into a connection that because of the things that this person asked of you, they were basically putting you under lock and key. They were essentially controlling you and you were needing them for access for your own light. Access for, in literal terms, finances, resources. You more or less, because it was your partner, of course, you were relying on them and asking them their opinion for certain things. But when this person decided that they didn't want you to work, there was no conversation to be had. I mean, when you're dating someone and they're working and you're not working and you're home, you know, and they're selling you they're selling you essentially a future, right? The future that they're painting for you is their future, what they see. It's not a collective shared future at this point, because they're essentially are molding you into how they want you to be. You're not living in your truth in terms of who you are, making your dreams come into fruition. You're being boxed into a cage with the key that this other person has, where they're essentially telling you that you only have access based off of you conforming to their needs and their wants. Unfortunately, you're dealing with this, but from what I can see in this 5-card spread, you have all the resources and the tools that you need. You just have to access them inside yourself, because they're there. You already had it when you went into this connection. So good luck. That's what I have for you today. Namaste. Be well.